Well, hello guys, and welcome back to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina, and today we are talking about the most searched for decor style, and that is organic luxury. Some of you will know it as organic modern, but those words are really interchangeable and over 300% more times searched for than any other decor style. It is going to blow your minds. I did a video about this last year. I've done blog posts about it, and every time I do, you guys love this style. And for me, it is like being home. It has everything that I'm looking for. It combines all the elements that I crave, and it's luxurious, but it's comfortable. It's elevated and elegant, but also I feel like you can be barefoot, you can wear a high heel. Like it just is everything that ticks all the boxes. And I'm gonna give you everything you need to know today to know how to create the style in your home, what architectural styles it works with, all of them, and I'm gonna share with you how. And I'm gonna give you color palettes, I'm gonna give you everything, because I want you to be able to have this feeling where you walk into your house. I gotta sit my coffee down. I tried to make it through the intro, but I can't. When you walk into your home and you're just like, and then you also have like that kick your shoes off and you're chilled. Like, it's a combination that just works for so many people, and I know you're gonna absolutely love it. So I hope you'll be a subscriber if you are not already, because we are gonna be taking you somewhere very special. I can't even like talk about it without smiling. Like, I almost couldn't breathe when I found out that we got this place that we're gonna be taking you to. Yeah, so we are landing in Copenhagen, and that is all the details I'm telling you, but we've got some really special stuff coming up for you guys, room tours, and I'm gonna show you how to do this style in your home, and I'm gonna show you today a lot. So make sure you're a subscriber. Let's just jump straight in, shall we? Okay, let's do it. Why is it that people, myself included, are going so completely nuts over the style? What is it about it that just seems to feed our soul and tick every box of our heart's desire for our idea of a dream home? And when I was doing a little bit of research, I saw that Forbes made a statement that in 2025, it was the homebody era. The more people are staying home, less people are doing big flips and upgrading the house, and most people are staying at home, and they're wanting to make the home that they have their dream home. So we, a year ago, started talking about dream home, dream life. And when we started to talk about what our dream life was, and then marrying that up with our dream home, we came to this style. It just feeds your soul. There's something about the organic feeling. It's grounding, it's soulful, it's just everything. It has that feeling like you can kick off your shoes and just relax. It's comfortable. But the luxe side of it balances it out, because it also feels very elegant and chic and sophisticated. It feels like a dream. It feels like you're being pampered every single day. Who doesn't want a life like that, right? And your home and that life, they sit so well together. It's literally like yin and yang, and it is just absolute perfection. So who can use this style? Anyone. You really can adapt this to any architectural style that you have. So if you have a farmhouse, a lot of articles are saying that this is the style that will be as viral as Modern Farmhouse was. Anyone that had a Modern Farmhouse, if you're looking for where to go from here, go here. It's gonna bring in all those rustic, organic materials that you loved from the Modern Farmhouse movement, but it's also gonna have that elevated, chic feeling like of a dream home. You feel relaxed, you feel optimistic, you feel like there's something that feels a little bit finished and refined, and it's not grungy. And I think that's important, because if you look at a lot of organic or like boho styles, they can err on the side of being a little bit grungy. This style is not that. It's very refined. So if you have a modern farmhouse, if you have a cottage, if you have a traditional home, if you have a Tudor style, if you have a mid-century, even if you have a builder grade home and you are struggling to understand what to do with the home that has no soul, we are going to help you infuse it with soul through these tips and tricks today. When it comes to architecture in this space, the architecture tends to be quite simple, clean lined, and pared back. But it also has the organic element where there's a lot of curves, there's like softness to it, right? So if you don't have those in your home, you could think about putting in some arched doorways, for example, some arched doors, right? And if you don't have the ability to do that, you can also create a little feeling of that by adding in sculptural pieces. You see that a lot. I maybe could have done rounded doorways, but it was gonna be quite hard. Just trust me, I've researched it. I didn't have the headroom in certain areas of the house, and it wasn't gonna work because of my catwalk, and I looked, because I really love those arched doorways. But if you don't have the ability to put them in, you can add a lot of sculptural moments, which is what you see a lot. Spheres, right? Sculpture. You can add rounded pillows. You can also add in a curvy sofa, and it'll balance things out. That's what I'm saying. That's why this style is so popular, because you can adapt the principles in whatever which way you want to use them in your current home. Talk about the color palette, because I don't know about you, but that always gets me excited. The color palette for this style is not just warm neutrals, but I've added the word diffused into this. I think that word is really important. There is a softness to this style. There is something very subtle. There's something very natural about it. Think about, I don't know, like beautiful, warm landscapes that have a hazy little fog rolling over them. That's the color palette we're looking for. This is not bright, shiny, you know? That's definitely not this style. And if that is you, you may want to check out one of the other videos on the channel, but that's not this style. This style is very much rooted in very warm, diffused, soft, chalky colors. It will feed your soul. It's literally like the chicken noodle soup of paint, okay? So that's why it's just so good, and we can't get enough of it. Therefore, be thinking about warm whites, soft beiges, taupes, tans, rich browns, smoky charcoals, diffused black. Basically, all the colors are from nature. I think of like Iceland on a foggy day. I think of like Hawaii and like lava rock, you know? It's soft. The palette is soothing. It's calming. And then don't forget that a little bit of black. A lot of times, a lot of designers are not putting the black in, but for me, the black is the part that keeps it feeling energetic and optimistic. When it comes to textures in this style, it is all about juxtaposition. I got Alanis Morissette's ironic song in my head because it is a little bit ironic. They're opposites. They're things that seem like they wouldn't go together, but when you pair them together, it is the yin and yang of fabrics and textures, okay? So what are we talking about? We're talking about velvet. We're talking about rough clay. We're talking about silk paired with raw iron. We're talking about boucle paired with like a sateen on a sheet. You see what I'm saying? Maybe you've got a very little bit of smooth leather and then perhaps a raw suede. Only links. It's cashmere and it's wool. I've got my book sitting here as well. It's linen, it's paper, it's clay, it's honed marble, lots of honed travertine. It's raw. There's a rawness to it, and then there's an elegance to it. I think a little bit of fur mixed with like a wicker basket that's got a little bit of like that aged look with piles of logs in it. There's this juxtaposition that is just delicious. So if you're thinking about like a dining room, for example, think about maybe going with a raw wood table with velvet chairs. Okay, and then we'll get into the metals in just a second. Maybe an iron like chandelier up above, or like an aged brass. Okay, I couldn't help myself. Maybe a cashmere or wool blanket over the chair. Okay, so it's juxtaposing. In a bedroom, I just finished doing Parker's bedroom. He's got this gorgeous like linen headboard, and I filled out the bed with velvets. We've got a little bit of sateen through the sheets. It's got that silkiness. It's leather, it's boucle, it's fur. Did I say velvet? I think I did twice already. But then pairing that with boucle and raw leather and stone and all those textures, it's just like, my mouth is, I'm literally like drooling. Please tell me you guys get this excited. I'm like, oh my God, let's do this over and over. Please invite me over to your house ASAP so we can do this together, okay? If you think about your bookcases, think about mixing your raw books, right, with these beautiful linen covers, with just amazing raw ceramics, and maybe something also that has a little bit of sheen. That's where I think that this style can be a little bit too serious, is the word I would say. It can be a little bit serious, and I think that by adding a little bit of gloss and shine in everything you do, like I've got the table sitting here and everything's really raw, right? I've got a raw raw marble sphere sitting here. I've got the raw, it's like a sandstone, and those ceramic balls. God, I got this from H&M. Oh my God, guys, I got this from H&M. Okay, so I mean, most of this is very affordable. Like a couple designer pieces mixed in, most is very affordable. Raw marble, iron. This is literally hand forged in Morocco. I've been to those blacksmith areas of the market, and I can tell you, it's like stepping back in a time. So cool, okay? But also going to mix in something just a little glossy, because for me, without that, it's like missing that little spark, and it's just a little too heavy, and this just like, it just gives you that spirit. I literally just added in the black marble bench / table into my bedroom. Oh God, I can't breathe. Every time I walk in there, I'm like, and so I've balanced that out, right, with suede and leather, and right, I'm just balancing it with like really raw vases. I'm gonna leave links for you guys because I cannot torment you with this many things and not give you links, but I can tell you that the places that I shop, most of them are extremely affordable, and occasionally I splurge. So when it comes to the metals, what are we using here? Think champagne brass, a satin nickel. Do it in a modern way. That's where I think there's a modernness in this style as well. Like we talked about architecture being clean lines, that goes over into the lighting. It goes into the furniture. I'm never gonna get to everything in one day. We need a longer video. Let me know if you want more. Please say yes. So you're not here for me to talk to, so I'm gonna respond for you. I hear yes, lots of yeses. Yeah, so think about clean lines, same thing for your faucet. There's a modernness to this style. That's why I said organic, modern, luxe, like those three words, we're just kind of melding them together. There's something very modern, but there's also something very ancient in this style. And when you start putting these things together, we're all like, oh my God, sign me up, right? You can have a French chateau, right? And have like a monastic feel and blend that in with that something modern and something clean lined. And then, oh God, add a little bit of velvet in that mix. And like the basket with wood. And I'm like, whew, it's so good. It's so good, I'm gonna die. Oh my God. Okay, so we briefly have touched now on the metals. Don't forget iron and matte black. That as well. Ooh, and like a rustic bronze. That's why I'm saying, like, if you guys have been following the trends in the last few years, I feel like most of what you have is gonna work perfectly with this. You might just need to maybe have, I don't know, less pillows with like farm sayings on them. You don't need the cow painting. What you're gonna want is artwork that's a little bit more rustic looking. Maybe it's got a bold abstract in it. It's gonna have a rawness to it. That's where you're gonna start switching things out just a little bit. You definitely want to feel very warm in this space, so no blue bulbs. I did not say the other word. Jack's not here. Blue bulbs, as in light bulbs. Do not go with the daylight and do not go blue. You want to use a yellow hue, okay? So we look at like 2,700 to 3,000 on that scale. We're looking for warmth, okay? We want it to be nice and warm. This has to feel warm. It has to feel inviting. It has to feel cozy. It has to feel approachable, right? It's also gonna be elegant and chic and sophisticated, right? And refined. But you've got to have lots of lighting that adds that warmth and the ambiance. I've got lights literally coming on in the house as we speak. I did not time that. I'm not holding my phone. It must be Jack. He's got them all on timers. But warm, ambient hues. Anytime you can add a fire element, whether it's the fireplace, it's candles. We're not even talking about fragrance yet. We're gonna get to that in just a minute. But think about dimmers. Think about picture lights. Think about low lights, right? Low lamps, floor lamps, table lamps, lights behind the olive trees that you've got in your house. Like, you want the house to be really lit. You want it to feel really ambient, and that's where that luxurious feel, like all the details are attended to. And I just buy a lot of that on Amazon, especially the little up lights. Those are one of the most popular things we have ever sold. That and the Casa light bulbs, which helps us to turn the lights on from our phones and put them all on timers. Yeah, they're amazing. I'll leave everything linked up for you. But warmth and ambiance in this cozy style is key to it feeling like home. Then let's talk about fragrance, because fragrance for this style is so important. It's a very raw, natural fragrance, but it does not mean that it has to be like anything that's like too like boho. I get lost in it. I want it to be very chic and elevated. So I literally just blew it out so I can show it to you. I have been so obsessed with this candle. Actually, you guys recommended it to Jack while he was standing there in Crate and Barrel. There were several of you standing around and you guys recommended this candle to him. You could not have nailed my style and what I desire and what I think you guys love as well more than this. It is amazing. So in this style, you're looking for tobacco, leather, cedarwood, oak moss, fire, woods, like smoke, right? I've got this one as well. These I burn year round. They're not, you can add in, I add in a floral when spring and summer arrive just to give it that little freshness. I'll have 2 candles going in the house, right? A floral, maybe gardenias or something like that, and then like a wood smoke. Because this is where like, I just think for me, I think having lived in Africa and having traveled in Africa, like the raw smell of like stone and plaster and wood, like it just takes me literally to the earth. And I think that most of you have some sort of those grounding memories, whether it's a bonfire on the beach, whatever it is, maybe an amazing cabin in the woods with that fire going. We have these memories, and when they're so cozy. So when you bring fragrance in, it's gonna just take it to another level. So this one is wood fire, and I would wish this upon anyone. It smells so good. I know I'm running out of time here, but I was also thinking about where you might want to shop. I would definitely recommend checking out Amazon for books. Of course, I've got Soft Minimal here, and I've got Stillness. These are by Norm Architects, one of my favorite architectural firms based out of Copenhagen, and the books are all inspiring. You're gonna see a lot of wabi-sabi in this style, and it's, I don't know, it's a little bit more elevated, and it's just like, it's just cherry picking what you really love from all the different styles and putting them together. So shop on Amazon, not just for books, but furniture, accessories. You can also shop at RH if you have the budget, but I would also say to you that a lot of what RH is doing, it just feels very serious because it's missing a lot of the greenery and things that I think the home really needs. Our house is doing a great job, but I would also say Crate and Barrel. They've got some incredible pieces right now between furnishings and coffee tables and dining tables, and I'm starting to think about like outdoor areas so that I'm ready when the weather warms up. But yeah, I'll leave a link for my Amazon storefront. I save a lot, and I have an entire category dedicated to this style over there, and it's because I can't get enough. I can't get enough. It feels like home. That's what we both keep saying. We're like, this feels like a home. This is like the home that we dreamed of. It matches the life that we really want, where, you know, we love to make a lot of like homemade bread and like an amazing homemade pasta and too many things to say all at once. But if you love this style, let me know, because I would love to do some more videos about this. And I can't wait to take you to where we're going. Yep, it's gonna be amazing. But for now, I will let you go. I'll leave you a bunch of links down below, and I'd really love to hear your comments, your feedback. Let me know if this is a style that literally just feeds your soul and you're just really excited to just really get into it, because that's what we're gonna do this year. And we're gonna be doing more home visits, we're gonna be doing more styling, and we're just going to share with you exactly how to do all of it. So it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so awesome. Make sure you're a subscriber, and cheers guys. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye for now.